Hello everyone, I am here to talk about self-worth. And I mean by that is the ability to love yourself. We live in a society where, I don't know if it's just me, but I feel disconnected from the world. And I used to think, and this is my thoughts, I used to think that the world was, I'm not going to say a bad place, but the world was a dark place. And, I'm going to say I've seen some things. I grew up a little too early. But, that's just, I'm not going to say it's my story, because my story isn't just the beginning. That's the beginning of my story. The rest of the story is dependent on me and what I do in life. And, I'm going to say having a rough upbringing gave me some perspectives on life that I do not regret. I'm not going to say what happened was amazing or it was a great experience, but it taught me lessons on how to be there for myself when no one else was there for me. And recently I'm realizing in my quest, I'm going to say quest, I don't know, that's the word that came up, to love myself again, I realized how deep the negative self-talk went, the self-hatred went. I'll start from the beginning. A couple years ago, this is about when I started my journey, I absolutely did not like myself. And that's something I don't wish on anyone. I think everyone should love themselves because everyone's worthy of loving themselves. But I understand why I was there at that point in my life. And I wasn't living for myself. I was living for those I loved. And that was it. If it was just for myself, I wouldn't be alive. And I smile as I say that because I guess it's something that's uncomfortable for me. I try not to think about it, but it's true. Now, compared to a couple years ago, I really do love myself. And I'm not saying I don't have insecurities anymore, or I'm not worried. I don't second guess myself. I still have insecurities and issues that I am working through myself, and it takes a while. It really does. But you're not alone. If you are in that point of life where you feel like you're not worthy, just know you are worthy because you are alive. You will always be worthy. You were worthy beforehand, you were worthy now, and you'll be worthy later on. You will always be worthy. Your worth doesn't depend on how people treated you. It doesn't depend on what you did or what you do in your life. It doesn't depend on how much money you have. It doesn't depend on anything. You're worthy because you are human, just like everyone else. I am still finding myself. There are things I, stopped doing because people judged me in the past, and I realized I can't stop doing things I love because someone projected their own insecurity on me. There are things that I want to do and learn, and I'm gonna get there. I can do it. Before, I would feel like I couldn't do it because I would be too insecure about starting because I would not be perfect when I start. I would have to learn and I would have to grow, and I felt like, well, maybe someone will judge me because I don't know how to do it. But the thing is, it's no one else's business. I'm learning what I want to learn because of me, not because someone's going to think I'm amazing at it. There are things that I am going to continue learning to do because I want to. I'm doing YouTube because I want to. And if no one else watches the YouTube videos, that's fine. I'm doing it for me. I am taking control over my life. And beforehand, when I would try to control or have control in my life, I would try to control the external. But I realized you have to take control of your mental. It's more internal. It's not even about control. It's about taking your power back. Having anxiety is hard. I have them. I have anxiety. I completely understand. I'll be honest. I have CPTSD. I'm type 2 bipolar, and I have ADHD. I managed for 28 years undiagnosed, so if I could do it for 28 years, I can do it for the rest of my life. The labels are not going to define me. I'm not going to say, well, I'm anxious, I can't do it. That's just me making excuses not to live because I'm scared to failing. I'm scared of the unknown. Like, what if I can't? Instead of saying, what if I can? Instead of saying, what if I can't? I'm going to say, what if I can? What if I can do something amazing? What if I can do something bigger than I can imagine? But I can't do it if I sit there thinking I can't do it, I want to read, things I like to do and things I do now is I write poetry, and I like to write my feelings out. It helps me. It helps me process what I've went through, what I'm feeling, how I'm feeling, and I like to do other things too. I like to sit out in nature. There's things I still want to learn. I don't know everything. I will never know everything. No matter how much I want to know everything, I will never know everything. I am just a human living like you. And where I used to be, even a year ago, where I used to be a year ago, it would be hard to just take care of my basic needs. And I'm not going to say I feel ashamed, but before I would have felt ashamed to even say that. But I realize there's no point to feeling shamed for being where you were. Instead, I am proud of where I am now. And I will, instead of putting hatred or dislike towards myself, I'm going to put love into myself. Because the only way I can do things, the only way I can do my best every day is if I am kind to myself. And that's the same for you. If you want to do your best every day, all you have to do is be kind to yourself. I've realized recently I've been trying to fix myself, but I can't fix something that's not broken. I'm not broken. I'm a human. I need to love myself whole again. I do have a poem I will share that I wrote, and I think I think it's a good poem to share. I feel lost and found. I am scared but brave. I do not know what's going on, but I just know I must follow. My world seems blurry yet clear. I don't know how, but I know I will make it there. I know it's a small poem. I have different poetry. I have other poems. Maybe I'll share more later, but this is me, and this is just the start of me. There's more to me, and there's more of me that I'm learning, and I will share as I learn. Thank you, everyone. I hope you have a good day. Just know you're worthy, you're loved, and you're amazing. And if you don't know it, I know it. You'll know it eventually. Just keep reminding yourself that you're worthy for being